I can't forgive myself for the things, even though I know it was something that I did and something that I was told to do. But how can I forget that? I forgive. I can't. I live with it every day. It's easy for you to say, well, you go ahead with your life. But how can you go ahead with your life when this is holding you back? I can't put my mind to anything positive because it's always negative.
Trong nhiều lúc quá buồn thì tôi nghĩ rằng tôi sẽ đi nơi khác làm ăn. Nhưng mà sau đó thì tôi nghĩ ra vì nơi nào trên đất nước tôi thì cũng vậy thôi. Nơi đây tôi còn có quê hương, có bà con, và niềm an ủi tôi nữa. Còn những ngôi mộ của người mẹ và của những người thân. Nên tôi không thể nào bỏ nơi này mà để được.
These people were tortured by this. They were kids, 18, 19 years old. Most of them had never been away from home before they went to the service. And they end up in Viet Nam. And in a moment, following orders, in a context in which they've been trained, prepared to follow orders, they do what they're told, and they shouldn't have, and they look back a day later and realize that they probably made the biggest mistake of their life. There are only a few people who were in those circumstances who had the presence of mind and the strength of their own character that would see them through that circumstance. Most people didn't. And for most of them, even people that I personally just was stunned to discover that they'd made the wrong choice, they did. And they had to live with it. They have to live with it. And so do I. So do we all.
There's a part of me that's kind and gentle. There's another part of me that's evil and destructive. Very evil and destructive. There's more destructiveness in my mind than goodness. There's more wanting to kill or to hurt than to love or to care. I don't let anyone get close to me. The loving feeling or the caring feeling is not there.
And that was caused by My Lai, you think?
That was caused by My Lai. My little boy playing in my grandmother's front yard here in Jackson, at his grandmother's house. And there was some teenagers across the street got into an argument. It was 14 and 15. And one went home and got a gun. And the other one just ran in the direction where my little boy was playing. And he shot him in the head. I was in the house. And I came out and picked him up. But he was already dead. He was dying. So when I looked at him, his face looked like the same face of the child that I had killed. And I said, this is the punishment for me killing the people that I killed. And when the picture that I had, they had his funeral. I got back from the funeral that night. That's the way it cracked. And I left it like that. It just cracked.
How much of this stuff do you have?
I take 1,200 milligrams every 4 hours, 4 times a day of drugs and medication. I have to take it. I need it. That's the only thing that held me somewhat stable. Not as nervous. I stay nervous, even with the medication. But if I don't take it, I just go off. Just keep me under control. It helps me. Because if I don't, I may do something to someone. Even though I still have a tendency to think that of hurting someone. But the medication helps me, really helps me. But I have to take a lot of it. And it's strong, very strong.
Do you think this really dreadful condition that you're in, this terrible life that you're leading, do you think it's ever going to come to an end?
Yeah, when I kill myself. It'll come to an end. Like I said, I tried suicide 3 times. Maybe the good Lord is not ready for me to go, because I could have been dead with all the stuff I had taken and tried to. But eventually, it's not out of my mind. Like I'm sitting talking to you now, I can't promise that when you come again, I'll be here. Because before you came, I had to get out the hospital from trying suicide for the 3rd time.
The good Lord doesn't appear to have treated you very well, to have put you through all this.
I still believe in him, but I guess life, you live a life for a reason, for a purpose. Now, what that purpose is to have me still here, I don't know.
Are you ashamed or sorry for what you've done?
Yes, I'm ashamed, I'm sorry, I'm guilty, but I did it. You know, what else can I tell you? It happened. You're looking at someone that did it. It can happen if you go to war. Those are the type of things will happen and can happen to anyone. After they train you and they program you, it can happen. It happens. That's reality. That's what war is. War is not something that I shoot at you, you shoot at me. Well, we take time out. You know, well, don't shoot me here, don't shoot me there. War is war. It's killing all type of ways. And that's where we don't need another war.
Don't be walking up to that man's back. Keep that distance. I told you what it was. Hey, keep your head and eyes straight to the front. Why, you seem like you can't hang? Keep that distance. Hold that weapon up.
The My Lai massacre was carried out by ordinary American youngsters whose average age was 20. They'd been only 7 weeks in Viet Nam. It didn't take long to change them from supposedly civilized people to barbarians, only some months of military training and the pressures of war. The training hasn't changed perceptibly. Given another war, it could all happen again. First Tuesday will be back in June. Until then, good night.